Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing replacement brakes and rotors on a 2003 Cadillac Escalade. I'm going to take you guys through it to the best of my ability and show you guys what tools I use. So let's get to it. Alright guys, this is called a C-clamp. This is one of the tools I'm going to use to compress the pistons. Alright guys, you're going to need a 22mm socket for the lug nuts on this car, and an 18mm for the caliper bracket. I'm using an impact gun for most of the work. If you have hand tools, they will work the same way, just not as fast, and I just like using these just because they're faster. A head screwdriver is not as important, but you're just using it to pry out the covers on the rims, so this would be handy for that, or any thin or prying tool. This is just what I'm using. I forgot two tools, the jack and the jack stands. You're gonna need both of those to lift the truck or vehicle up high enough to get the tires off, and wheel chucks or something just to stick behind the rear tire so the car doesn't, or truck doesn't move while you're under it. That would be bad. Alright guys, at this moment we're going to just take the lug nuts off by hand. They're pretty loose. You want to keep these in a safe place when you take them off. You don't want to lose them. And at this point, some people kick it, but you can easily just get a rubber mallet and tap it off like that. Slide the tire off and out of your way. So now you can get to the rotors and the caliper where the brake pads are located. And now I'm going to use a 18mm socket to take the caliper off using a impact. You can use hand tools if you have them, or if you don't have an impact. Seems like it's on there pretty tight. Alright, got it loose. Gotta crack them loose. Take this off as well. The impact might not fit back there. Have to do it by hand. Alright guys, we got everything cracked loose. This one's pretty loose. Take that out. Put it somewhere safe. Take this one out. Put it somewhere safe. I don't know how loose these ones are. See if I can get my hand back there. Try the bottom one first. I'm still kind of stubborn. Alright. These ones are coming out pretty easy. So got it out. Now that you got these out, it's gonna be pretty loose. Be careful, don't smash your fingers like I just did. It might be kind of stubborn. Be good to have this rubber mallet to tap it loose. See if we can get it off of there. Pry it off. If it's giving you some trouble like this one is, just keep prying at it. You'll get it off eventually. This one is pretty on there. Hasn't been changed in a while. There you go. And it will fall just like that. You can just prop that right there on the control arm. Don't want to bend this too much or have too much pressure on it. Since the brake pads fell out, I can just show you the damage from there. You don't want your brake pads to look like this, grinding on one side and one side untouched. And that was the pad in the front. This is the pad that was placed back here. And as you can see, it's pretty bad. Then you can easily slide the rotor off, just like that. As you can see, it's pretty bad in certain areas. And as you can see, it's been scraping pretty hard. So now it's time to replace everything. Now that you have the old rotor off, you can just slide the new rotor on. Simple as this. Line it up. There it is. Then you can start putting the caliper bracket back on. We'll start everything by hand first. Now all you need is the C-clamp to compress the caliper. So we'll get to that. Alright guys, this is how I'm going to compress it. It is better ways and better tools to do it, but I don't have the exact tool yet. So we're just going to take the C-clamp and compress them one by one and till they're completely flat, so you can insert the new brake pads. Alright, get back to you when I'm done doing this. Alright guys, we got those compressed, and now it's time to slide the brake pads in, and once we do that, we can bolt everything up and we'll be done with this side. Alright, we got the brake pads in there. Now it's time to get this slid on. It just slide on pretty easily. Gave me a little trouble, but it's on there. I'm gonna go grab the bolts for right there, and this side is basically done. Alright, I put the bottom one in off camera. I'm gonna slide this one in. This one is a little more corroded, gave me more trouble, so let's see what it does. Alright, that's in there. Now it's time to bolt them down. Alright, all this stuff is bolted down tight. I'm gonna go around and check every bolt first before I put the tire on, and I'll catch up with you guys once I get ready to put the tire on. Alright guys, I got the tire and everything back on the driver's side. Just wanted to show you guys that. And now I'm just gonna do a time lapse for the passenger side and get that done quick. So you just repeat what I did on both sides, but I'm still gonna show you, but in a time lapse. So let's get to it. As you guys can see, we got the wheel back on. This is after the time lapse. The brakes are on. The rotor is good, nice and clean. The truck is lowered down. Alright guys, just bolted down the tire in that time lapse, and now I'm just pumping the brakes. This is the final step and the most important step in my eyes. So this is it. Thanks for watching. If you learned anything, leave a comment. If you didn't learn anything, leave a comment. If I need to improve on anything, leave a comment. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.